This is Tracy Hack from Examiner.com and AXS, and I'm here up at the intersection in Grand Rapids with Apocalyptica. And can you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is Mikko.
I am Perttu.
How's it going today?
Quite tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long spring, constantly on road. The whole body aches and is basically broken. Otherwise, brilliant.
And I know you guys are getting towards the end of this one, right? How many more dates do you have before you leave?
Three more.
Or
four, let's count this in North America, then we go to England to play Download Festival, then we have
European tour, yeah.
We have some time off there.
Okay. And then, but for doing these headlining shows, have you guys been enjoying getting out and doing that? Because I know you guys did the 6 a.m. tour first.
Sure, like show-wise, it's much nicer to play. It was great to play with them, to get to play the audience we wouldn't see otherwise, but here you can kind of build like artistically more.
Yeah.
Challenging, of course, and the audience is your own and they know what to expect kind of, but we still want to surprise them. It's cool to play long sets with lots of new material, of course, and there has been lots of love in the halls and very special evenings.
And I know I saw you guys when you came to Royal Oak, and there was a lot of people that came that hadn't heard of you guys before, and I think they seemed to be pretty impressed, so I definitely think that helped get you guys some more fans for sure.
I think I would guess roughly 30% of the audience overall knew us.
Yeah.
Or maybe knew the name but didn't know really what we are. So.
And for this tour, what do you guys have been enjoying playing the most from the new album?
I always enjoy Shadowmaker. Then we have played most of the gigs we played then, but nice.
Oh yeah.
Which is the like epic ending of the album and also epic ending of the evening on these gigs, and it's kind of a very special song, kind of a song that we don't have anything like that in our set before.
Yeah. And then for the album itself, when you guys sat down to work on it, what was your thought process when you guys went in to do this one? Obviously you have brought in the singer, Frankie, so you know it was a little different, I think, working with one singer, right?
Absolutely. That was not. It didn't come in the very beginning. I think that when we started to write the material, we kind of were in a lucky situation where we had no label, we didn't have deals anywhere, so we were kind of independent to do music as we ourselves wanted. Also, it had been a long time since we last were in the studio making an album, so. Kind of like when starting from that point, really being passionate about music, just four of us as a band.
Yeah.
That was how it all started. And then later on, for sure, we took Frankie.
And having him go out and tour with you guys, have you found that it's worked pretty well working him in with the group?
It has been going very smoothly, and even we are from Finland, far away from here. He's a Vegas dude. We are fitting together and our mentality kind of combines it. I think it starts from the fact that everybody loves music and we have a big passion in doing it.
And moving forward, I know you guys haven't said yet, but you think you're going to stick with having one singer moving forward now?
As you said, we haven't thought about
it.
Yeah,
still kind of deciding. But, and then for the album itself, how you guys, it seems like it's been going over pretty well. Have you been happy with the response?
Yeah, and I think kind of like, as the concept change was very obvious, like having one singer, people had kind of like thoughts before they heard music, whether it's going to be great, whether it's going to be changing too much. And I think the more the people hear the music itself, they realize that it's like much more of Apocalyptica rather than Apocalyptica and other artists. So
exactly, and especially after the shows when they see kind of like the hegemony what we are now able doing, and somehow being much more concentrating in the real thing, not trying to explain that. Well, we have made beautiful songs with Corey Taylor, but actually he's not here. I try to imitate him, or there is some replacement dude. You know, it's always difficult to connect. But now, with this solution, we are definitely able to somehow have their own identity and stuff like that.
Do you find it hard pleasing like your older fans that have been with you from the beginning?
There's always a certain amount of people who are skeptic about everything, every little thing. But I always try to explain to myself that most likely even we would just repeat the same album, they would be unhappy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And they're skeptic. They're so passionate about our music,
Yeah.
so they are kind of like protective. That you were great. Please don't go worse.
Right.
And they don't know because they haven't heard. But when they hear, then they kind of like, wow, okay, this is actually.
But I understand it actually very well because I am a huge fanboy of myself.
Yeah.
For example, some movies or fantasy books or games, whatever. And whenever they launch a new Fallout 4, I just pray that let it be as good as the previous one,
Right.
you know, don't change certain key elements that I love. So it's natural that it causes such a reaction, but we as a music makers, I think our inner flame just guides us to do things differently. So we are evolving, and that kind of is demanding the same from the audience, kind of go in this entire journey with us. So in that sense, it's a little different thing, and we just, as artistically, we need to evolve and go further and find new ways. And at least for ourselves, it feels, because this instrument is pretty weird, and it's our duty to kind of dig into all the worlds that are possible to find with this instrument in this occasion in the rock music.
And I always wonder, because obviously you're out there, artists that really don't change up much. I mean, you figure, I would think you would get bored after a while if you were just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
There are a few bands who are not doomed, but maybe blessed to stay the same. If AC/DC would change, it would be Blasphemy or Iron Maiden dramatically. So, but it's a genre thing. I think bands which are more based on rhythm and blues tradition, like AC/DC, it's obvious that they stay the same, whereas we then are not based in that.
And actually, funny thing is that if we really start to be serious, I don't feel that we have changed at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically the same shit we
yeah.
have been repeating for 20 years, but just maybe we find a better amp to sound a little cooler. Maybe we have a bigger production with like now we did an album in Nashville with the AAA class producer Nick Raskulines and Craig Fidelman mixed it. Of course the album sounds like more somehow detailed and stuff like that. But I feel that the soul is very much the same as it has always been, and that's kind of something that we would demand from our listeners, from our fans, that you see behind the picture, kind of like no they have a singer, no we don't actually, and you know, there is tons of instrumental music all the time. Our live concept is pretty much the same as it has been since the last 10 years. We always had there somebody singing songs, you know, and stuff like this. So basically, it's nothing dramatic.
And starting out doing a lot of the Metallica stuff, have you guys ever thought about maybe sitting down and doing an album of some other, you know, cover type things? I know somebody was asking me about that the other day.
I don't know, but why not plays Metallica too?
Yeah. There's enough material.
Apocalyptica still plays Metallica. I know what you played last summer.
Exactly. Funny enough, we had a bit of accidents during the road, and I couldn't play for a few gigs, so the guys needed to come up with better solution.
Yeah.
So and that led the guys actually for a long time to kind of to do this Metallica set. All of a sudden there, and
we didn't have even drums for that. We just
it was like
played like we
old
used
school.
to do
It was like old school.
90s, just for like cellos only, and it really felt hilarious actually.
And even though when I joined in, when I could play again, we wanted to keep that part there as well, because it sounds really unique.
Yeah.
Kind of, because also you haven't done it. You are kind of excited. It's fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh old sound, however to say.
Exactly.
And I know when I interviewed Perttu in Flint last time, we had talked about different influences and things, and you had talked about all the different types of music you listen to, and you had mentioned wanting to do a rap collaboration, and I haven't seen that happen yet, so where's that at?
We need to wait for that.
But for you, what's your biggest right now? What are you guys listening to that kind of stands out for you?
I don't. Hard to find new bands at the moment that I would really follow. There are some really cool bands, but they are style-wise also like some trash bands which are new, but they are it's like almost 80s style of trash. But I've found like from rock music, then there's of course lots of like pop acts which are like cool, but I don't know.
I cannot listen to anything at the moment. I'm too full of music.
worn out. And I mean, I think a lot of people would still like to see some of you Finnish bands tour together over here because I think it's so hard for you guys
That's
to
always something
timing. Yeah.
we have been kind of desiring even because there is a lot of people all around the world who are actually kind of fans or excited about our country.
Yeah.
That the love then spreads. You may know Nightwish, but then you are seeking for other acts as well, you know, and then there is happening this weird Finnish feeling. So we definitely should combine, make a Finnish event and go everywhere. That sometimes like needs to be done.
And we have had like support acts from Finland, like Stamina, for instance, toured with us, and we felt it's maybe the best metal band, at least in Finland, maybe in the world, and kind of bringing them out just to show. Swallow the Sun. We had even Sturm und Drang, and we have had like many, and that's kind of we are proud of our little country, and we want to spread to the world whenever it's possible.
Finnish people, we are probably silent and weird, but we tend to love music.
Yeah.
That releases our inner beasts, and that's probably one of the reasons why kids are so eager learning to play their instruments, why they form.
Well, I think it's passionate. It seems like the artists from there are very passionate. Yeah.
You cannot really become something cool if you don't have passion. That's for sure.
And moving forward, where do you guys want to see the band going? Is there still something out there you guys haven't done?
I want to see this band going home.
Just going to bed.
This is start of Shadowmaker.
Yeah.
So kind of like
it's gonna go for a while.
Almost 2 years this, and on paper we have a plan that while touring we would start to already make a new album, but even that is still over 2 years ahead of us, and you never know.
And then as far as, since you guys have been over here in the US, what's been your favorite thing so far? Or place, maybe?
It's hard to say. Great cities, and I really like to tour here. People are always very supportive, very enthusiastic and interested. Even people who wouldn't know you, they kind of like, oh cool, you have a band.
Yeah.
Well, one of the coolest was we were scorpion hunting in Death Valley.
that was cool, yeah.
Turn all the ropes.
That was fun.
It's funny to be on tour because it's all about moving in a vehicle, in a bus, like every day something 10 to 18 hour drives. It's crazy life, and then you are just sleeping in a small bunk and the entire universe turns weird. But you know, during these 2 months, I think, of course, I remember that, for example, yesterday we had amazing audience. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be repeated today.
Yeah.
Incredible shows, but besides them, I only remember the scorpion hunting in Death Valley because that felt amazing. Yeah.
And then I was going to say your fans are very passionate about you. You guys have, you know, a great fan base, but I know for you, I think it's really amazing. You guys are really passionate and active on social media constantly. Do you find that really helps you connect with the fans? Because it seems like there are always a lot of interaction.
And it's also a good mental escape from that small little bunk in the bus. I have nothing else to do except post weird pictures. And
it gives you the possibility to give much more or much different dimensions of the band. If you do just promo pictures and such, they are like they are. But when you go for that world, then you can be much more close and like much more human.
I love the fact that it's humans doing this, and even showing that kind of side that you're tired. I'm bored of faking everything.
Yeah.
So we are humans, and we have better and worse days. Mainly, we aim for making killer shows every evening and giving all that we have, of course, in a stage.
And then, do you have any final words for your fans?
Final word sounds too dramatic, but okay, this tonight in Grand Rapids shall be the last concert in USA for now.
That's pretty fun.
That's pretty final.
Yes, but Apocalyptica will be back, and that's for sure, and most likely mid-February next year, something like that. And then we shall continue in here, and now meanwhile we go to fool around a little bit in Europe and Asia and places. Hopefully we get to see home.
And hopefully get a break.
But you know, that's the thing. We are on tour, we love it in here. US audience has been amazingly welcoming for us, and we feel good about that.